Arcade Heroes.
I mentioned that I might have some extra footage, and here you go. Here's the ice booth. The reason why I didn't post this earlier is because I accidentally named the file something else and didn't realize what it was. So that was definitely my big stupid mistake there. But from ice, you had Dodgeball Ultimate Arena. This is the deluxe version, and then the slightly not deluxe version. I think it's just called standard, but both of them are massive. And really the only difference I could tell is you didn't have the big glowy red and blue glowing facade on the front. But that's their new ball toss game, which probably would have done fine with some Dodgeball movie branding, but whatever. Ice Ball Effects was there a moment ago. Here's Shipwreck, which is a collaboration between Play Mechanics and Ice. Play Mechanics being a company that is owned by Raw Thrills and does a bunch of their stuff together, but they've long had a relationship with Ice and making a lot of their stuff. And on this one, if you ball toss 4 in a row, you can win 915 tickets, or more or less, just depending on how it's set up. There's a single-player version of that. Ice is always heavy on redemption and things. They have crane machines and have a series of those, kiddie rides, air hockey tables, lots of sports stuff. The Air Effects Micro is just one for kids. Here's one that's a surprise because it was at IAAPA 2021, and it's been available in Europe for a few years, but it hasn't been listed on the ICE website, and it's been unclear if they were going to really carry it. But RaceCraft EVO was back again, and so if you want something that's a little bit more simulator style, pure video game racing, this one has it, and I do have extra footage of that. I'll also just got to be better about naming my files sometimes and not lose things. Back to the sports stuff, like their NHL branded air hockey table, full size. They also had on one side of their booth the Arcade Pro series. These are all designed for homes, and so they are basically arcade quality things for homes, but definitely not for businesses because they don't have coin acceptors or card acceptors. Here's Super Chexx Pro, and this exists for home and business use. I mean, it's the Super Chexx series is one that's long worked out very well for Ice because it's the game that they started with, and they've been making them ever since. There's Hoop It Up, a redemption game. Just try and drop the basketball into the holes, the target holes, win tickets, and same with Whack-A-Clown, just their take on whack-a-mole sort of thing. And over in this section was more sports stuff, as Ice has always been very strong on that. Their Whack and Win, which is also a kind of like the theme park, use the mallet to test your strength sort of thing, but adapted for ticket redemption kids. And then 2 flavors of their basketball machines, their Game Time, and their NBA hoops. The NBA hoops, of course, has been around for a very long time, and so there have been different variations of the model. And just what you see here is the latest version with a really nice LED screen there on the bottom marquee, LED lighting all around. So just always a surefire hit to go with arcade basketball, even if it doesn't have any frills about it. More redemption stuff, such as All In, Big Bag Toss, Down the Clown, Snowball Toss. Down the Clown and Snowball Toss are the same sort of thing, just Snowball is smaller. At any show, you always see more people playing Down the Clown. I guess people just like hitting clowns in the face with balls. And here's one that's also been around for a while, Monopoly Roll and Go, which set a new standard for certain redemption games ever since they came out with this idea of rolling a gigantic die. I've seen tons of Chinese games which do the same thing, and there was another one at the show somewhere that had a Rubik's Cube. It's all just to win tickets. And then their other new release, which is World Football Pro. And of course, it's everywhere else other than the United States, where soccer is called football. But this is penalty kicking to try and get the ball past the goalie as much as you can, win tickets. And just the only thing about this one that was kind of raised my eyebrows was the plexiglass goalie there. Just seems like it should be printed on a thicker piece of metal or something. But I don't know, maybe it has tested out well where that works fine, but sometimes the way it would flop back and forth, you weren't sure. Anyways, that was the ice booth. Thanks for watching. Check you on the next video.